I have a feeling I might sound a lot sicker than I am. I haven't tested to see how I sound on microphone yet. I know my voice is different right now, but I don't know how much different. How's everyone doing? Very impromptu last minute stream we got here. But I couldn't resist, man. I couldn't resist. I got the urge. I'm in the New Year's spirit. And I felt like, you know, it's 2 hours until midnight for me. And I'm going to celebrate the actual, like, my New Year with my mom. We got a whole little family situation going on here. But I had some time, and I was like, you know what? I can stream for about an hour. At 11 o'clock my time, we'll ring in the new year. It'll be, because I mean, it's going to be, anytime I ring in the new year for a community like this, where everyone's spread across the globe, it's never going to be New Year for everybody all at once. But spiritually, we can all kind of get together and celebrate the new year, at least everyone who's like awake right now. It's a very different time to stream for me, obviously. I don't normally stream this late at night, like basically ever. 6 minutes left for the EST folks. Yeah, I guess, you know, in 6 minutes we'll have one New Year's celebration, and then at the end of the stream we'll have the proper official New Year's celebration. Hope everyone's doing well though. I am still a little bit sick, as you can hear, so I might not talk as much or as boisterously as I do, or as I've been known to. But I've got enough energy. I've got enough energy in me for one last hurrah in 2024, because I couldn't get... I'm too like emotionally invested in these kinds of things, man. I was just born this way. I know, like, the New Year's come and New Year's go, as they come every year. It comes the same time every year. That's the crazy thing about New Year's. But I can't help but get a little bit, like, you know, emotional and sappy as we close out one year and move on to the next. That's just the way I am. And if you don't like it, then you can get the heck out of here. I'm just kidding. We can mutually coexist. I'm getting, like, yellow bars from my internet on OBS. Are we, like, is the stream quality okay? I think it's just, like, dipping into, and maybe it's just because it's not used to me streaming at this time, so, like, the internet quality is going to be, like, different and weird, but it's okay. It's poggers. That's exactly what we want to hear. Thank you, James. We're good. All right. Last little bit of paranoia. Woolen Feet, you did not get a horse. That surprises me, because this one's just for you guys here. For 1 hour only, as we lead into 2025, I have changed the exclamation point horse command. So it is, the odds are extremely heightened. So if you don't get a horse within like 1 or 2 attempts, then Nightbot's doing something wrong. Yeah. If you've ever wanted a horse in your life, now is the time. Nightbot's not showing the great odds right now, but there we go. Look at that. James owns a horse. Jalopy owns a horse. So if we get 3 in a row tonight, that doesn't count for anything, but because the odds are like severely increased. I just thought it'd be a fun little like New Year's celebration. This has kind of been the year of the horse, at least as far as my channel goes. People have been in love with the horse command. There may be some changes coming to the exclamation point horse command to make it less like all-encompassing of a thing for chat. I know chat loves it. Many people in chat love it, but it can be disruptive, especially for VOD watchers and especially for and just at certain times during the stream. So it needs a little bit of an adjustment. Just needs a cooldown. I think I will update the cooldown as like a temporary fix, but I have some ideas as to what I want to do with it. So there you go. Enjoy yourself some horses. We got 2 minutes until midnight on the East Coast. That's not going to be like the official, that's not going to be like the end of the stream. It's not going to be like a 5-minute stream here or whatever. We'll do an actual like hour or so of Junimo Kart, but why not have one final Pokedoku Pufferle combo for the year, right? Let's do it. I can't think of a better way to celebrate getting into the new year than guessing some Pokemon and guessing some Stardew Fish, as we often do. 2-minute stream. Congratulations on all the horses in chat, by the way. There's going to be too many for me to count. Can I do the horse noise when I'm sick? I think that was pretty good. I think that was alright. Thank you for streaming. I'm spending New Year's on my own for the first time, and it's a little lonely, so I'm glad I can kind of spend it with the best community on YouTube. Amare Astralis, thank you for being here. I kind of wanted that. I was like, you know, some people in the community are probably going to be alone or not celebrating the way they want to this New Year's, so maybe I can provide a little bit of a little bit of time here, a little bit of a timely celebration with, like you said, the best community on YouTube. 100%. It's showing 9:59 on my clock right now. Let me see. If I click my clock, does it show me like a little second countdown? Ooh, it does. I've got 20 seconds. I don't think I'm going to be able to guess all these Pokemon in 20 seconds. Also official. You know, we'll start our Pokédoku at the stroke of midnight in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I just realized the stream delay is going to mess this all up. Anyway, Happy New Year to people on the East Coast. Happy New Year. That is the turn of the hour right there. What the heck? Dude, Pokédoku changed before my eyes. I forgot that at my time, in my time zone, Pokédoku, the new puzzle drops at 10 p.m. It literally updated in real time. I watched the categories change before my eyes. That was crazy, dude. That was wild. East Coast gang, rise up. Happy New Year for you in the East Coast. I don't have any party poppers for you. I'll try and do it with my mouth. There you go. That's my best firework impersonation. That's what we got. Happy New Year to the East Coasters. That was so good. I've never done that before, so I hope it didn't sound too terrible. To celebrate, let's guess a water ghost, a grass ghost, and a fire ghost, as in the ghosts of the new year, or the ghosts of the old year, I guess, the ghosts of 2024. Leaving them behind, getting a fresh start this January. We're going to go ahead and leave behind Jellicent, exclamation point jelly. The exclamation point jelly odds have not been boosted, for the record. Ghost grass, that's going to be Gourgeist. Going to go with a Gourgeist, average Gourgeist. 100%. I think I might be the first person playing Pokédoku, playing this puzzle. Ghost, fire, Litwick. 100%. We're setting the bar, man. Starter, water type. I mean, it's going to be water, fire, grass starter. How can you not go with Squirtle? And then obviously Bulbasaur. And last but certainly not least, Fennekin. They had us in the first half, not gonna lie. Water type from Hisui. I'm gonna hit you with a Basculegion. Basculegion male, how about? 20%. See, the percentages are updating as I'm playing the puzzle, man. I'm playing it in tandem with people. Did I finish the Pokedex? I still have not finished the Pokedex, no. And I don't think any of these categories would have let me, unfortunately. Good looking out, though. Grass type, we got Voltorb. Hisui and Voltorb. And fire type from Hisui, I'll hit you with a... Isn't there only like Hisui and Typhlosion? No, there's got to be another one. We'll take it, though. We'll take it. Not bad. Look at that. How many people have played? 77? Wait, is that right? Is that the stat? Yeah, 77 people have played so far. That's crazy. Within like the past 2 minutes, 77 people have played this puzzle. Many people ringing in the new year with Pokédoku. I can't blame them. It's a good game. Dude, the lack of horses I'm seeing in Nightbot makes me wonder if I did actually update the odds, because we should be seeing a lot more horses than there are with the heightened odds for this New Year's stream. You love how the 3 Hisuian starters are all there. You see the 1 starters category and people just getting that kind of mindset. Double-digit game for 2025. Nightbot's being very stingy. What the heck? No horses, no horses. What are the odds of this? Let me check. Did I actually update the Nightbot command? Because I meant to. I thought it saved, but maybe it didn't. No, it's It's updated. It's updated to the current new odds. And I'll tell you, chat, someone just got a horse. Wait, who just got a horse? Because I saw okay, someone did just get a horse. Angela just got a horse. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going back. 10. What the heck? 11, based on what I'm looking at. I'm looking at everyone using the horse command. 12, 13. There were 14 commands in a row where no one got a horse. That's crazy, because I'm going to tell you right now, chat, I don't normally reveal the odds of the actual horse command, but this is the updated version. 14 in a row not hitting that percentage is insane, because it's a 50-50. It's literally a coin flip. So that was like flipping a coin 14 times in a row and getting 14 heads. I don't know what the odds of that are, but it's absurd. That's absurd. And then when you got 6 horses in a row, I guess, it all bounces out in the end. It is crazy, man. That's crazy. Anyway, let's actually get into some Stardew stuff here. We're gonna be just playing some casual Junimo Kart to ring in the new year. I'm gonna see if I can beat my high score of all time. I'm not hopeful, but I love Junimo Kart, man. You know I love Junimo Kart. I know you love that I love Junimo Kart. Maybe, I don't know, but we have a mutual bond over Junimo Kart. You can say that much at least. This is a sinking fish. Well, it was sinking for a second there. It was sinking and then it was like shot up to the top. I'm gonna say there's a world where that's a flounder, actually. Not this world, but there is a world where that is a flounder for sure. What's up, Marshmallow? Welcome on in. No location overlap, so this is likely a freshwater fish. There's a slight time overlap. No season overlap is interesting. So it's flounders available spring and summer. Is this a fall or winter freshwater fish? Maybe a perch? Getting closer, but there is no location overlap there either. Interesting. Perch, I think, is a winter-only fish, isn't it? Winter-only fish. Maybe this is a midnight squid? That's a night market fish. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. 200 treasure obtained, by the way. Just in time for the new year. It's the morning of January 1st for you. We are on the hinges of it, man. For a lot of people in chat, it is already going to be January 1st. For me, it's December 31st for another 2 hours. We'll have a colloquial community proper celebration of New Year's Eve, of bringing in the new year, in about an hour here at 11 o'clock my time. But for many people, it's already 2025. It's been 2025 for a hot minute. 4:07 p.m. on January 1st for you. You're already, like, the sun's already setting for you, Coolio Bros. That's crazy. Alright, let me move this stuff aside, load up some Stardew, and we'll just go play some Junimo Kart, shall we? No Junimo yet. We're getting there. And you know what I realized is that when we did our Christmas stream with the Christmas mod, we left off just like a couple days before New Year's, so we can just load right back in to Fractured Farm, Beatrix's farm. It's literally, yeah, it's day 27 of winter, year 35, so it's kind of perfect. We just load right in here. Butterscotch returns. The final showing of many horses. I will say, many horses are making their final appearance right now. Final appearance of 2024, I mean. Not to spook you too much. Yeah, so it's Saturday, winter 27th. I almost said December 27th. Because my brain is cooked right now. Year 35, indeed. We're on the cusp of year 36. Imagine if this was year 24, though. Year 24 going into year 25. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll pop outside real quick. Get ourselves a screenshot. Because old habits die hard. Then we'll just go right to bed. That way we'll be playing on actual New Year's Eve. Then we can do some Junimo Kart on New Year's Eve to ring in the New Year proper. I think I like that. Go say our quick hellos to my lovely wife, Maru. Say hello to Pi as well. Pi and Tao and Mew and all the animal friends. We love it. Ooh, it's snowing. It was snowing so much today, actually. Like, in real life. It was actually kind of spooky, because my sister flew in. She's over sleeping in the other room right now, because she flew in from, like, the UK. And she's visiting for the first time in, like, a year. So that was good to get to see her, but it was definitely spooky, like, when my mom was driving out to the airport. The roads were not good, but they made it home in one piece. Got to see her for a little bit, but the jet lag is killing her, so she is in bed, and we'll probably have our actual proper New Year's celebration, like, tomorrow. Yeah, my sister, I haven't seen her in a very long time, so it's good to have her home for a little bit. Mom is safe and sound. My mom is staying up till midnight, and I'm gonna be with her on our midnight to actually celebrate our 2025 ringing in proper. But for now, we got a good 50 minutes or so here until the next hour turns over, and it's New Year's somewhere. I guess it'll be New Year's Central Time, which is kind of like a weird time. It's kind of like a lot of people celebrate on Eastern Time because that's like when the ball drops in New York, right? And that's like a whole big celebration. And then I feel like the rest of the time zones in North America kind of get, like, shafted a little bit. Just because, or, like, forgotten. Because there's so much hype drummed up for Eastern Time. But honestly, that's kind of nice for some of the earlier time zones, at least for people who like to go to bed earlier than midnight. Central Time is the best time zone. You're completely unbiased. You're in Central Time Zone and New Year's is in 50 minutes. Well, there you go. For a select few people in chat, we will be celebrating New Year's Eve, the actual tick over to 2025, on your midnight. If you happen to be in Central Time, then that works out well for you. Maybe it'll be a higher percentage than I expect, because I feel like, people showing up to this stream are more likely to be awake in the time zones where New Year's Eve was either a very long time ago, so it's like the middle of January 1st for you, or it's about to crest into New Year's Eve, or about to crest into New Year's Day, I should say. Anyway, let's play some Junimo Kart, shall we? Because I love Junimo Kart. This is my highest score of all time across, like, all my files. Not only on this file, I've scored... I'm pretty sure I've never scored higher than this. 90,160. I don't know if I'm going to do that here in my delirious... Because I'm kind of tired from our festivities already so far, and I'm sick. Still at least partially sick. I need to get at least 2,025 points. What about, like, 202,500 points? Wouldn't that be crazy? Time to beat that score first try. First try, easy peasy. Here we go. I did actually get some Junimo Kart practice in on the Christmas stream. Well, that didn't go. I didn't even get to 2,025. That's so embarrassing. But we did manage to actually play some Junimo Kart during the Christmas stream as well for old time's sake, for one of Mr. Cheese quests. So that was fun. Man, it's been a good year. It's been a very fun year. Can I say that? Is it too early to start reminiscing? Because I feel like you usually want to start reminiscing closer to when the actual, like, hour's gonna tick over. But I just feel like waxing a little bit because it's been such a fun year for the community. We finished off the randomizer. We got started on Fleeting Farm. I didn't really upload anything this year. That was a big thing for me. Oh, have a good one there, Souza. Thanks for popping on in and saying hello. I'll understand if people have to, like, pop in and pop out real quick, by the way, because it's nice to see anybody here, but I understand if you have celebrations of your own to get to, or if it's just very late for you as well. That's also completely valid. I'll only be streaming for about an hour here. We'll be streaming up to the hour mark at 11 o'clock for me, and then, like, a little bit beyond that, just to say our goodbyes and everything. But yeah, I think I've very much enjoyed this year. I feel like I haven't evolved my content as much as I want to. There's always that thought in the back of my mind that, YouTube is, like, YouTube and the internet as a whole is like this big rat race where you got to try and keep up with the trends and keep evolving your content so that people get, or so that people don't get too complacent, and that you can kind of keep growing as much as you want to. But honestly, I'm doing totally fine. I definitely would like to grow the community and the channel a little bit more. Dang it. But where it is right now is a very comfortable spot for me. But sometimes, if you want to change things up, you got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. So we'll see how 2025 goes. It's been a wonderful year, 2024. Getting to finish off the randomizer, like I said, we had a lot of great memories, a lot of great moments in 2024. I did a lot more streaming than I expected. Chat, I didn't even touch on this. I didn't even think about this. This was the year I went full time. I can't believe at the start of this year, at the start of 2024, I was still working my friggin' retail job, and now I can just like sit at my computer and put all my effort and time and energy into YouTube stuff. That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't believe. Karita, thank you for the 17 months of the Electron level, by the way. 17 is a cool number indeed. The curse of floor 17. Real ones will remember. But it's thanks to the support of Karita and many members and people who've just been in the chat and super chats and all that good stuff that have been able to go full-time on this. At least full-time, like, to an extent. Like, I technically wouldn't have enough to support myself, really, if I wasn't currently living with my mom. So I'm very grateful she has, like, a room for me, because, like, trying to find a place to live right now is, like, on my own would be, like, very expensive, so I would have to get a roommate or have to get another job or something. So I'm very grateful and very lucky to be in the position that I am. Lucky to have the family that I do, lucky to have the community that I do to make all of this possible for me right now as I still figure it out. It's a magical, wonderful feeling. And I feel so grateful to be in this position. I do not want to let that... I don't want to ever take it for granted. So thank you. Thank you, chat. I'm probably going to say it a lot this stream, just because I'm always sentimental at these kind of things. Thank you for making this possible for me. Tyler Watson with the 2 full years of support on the new year. That's absolutely crazy. Get some love for Tyler. Get some love for Tyler and all of the members that are coming in chat right now, including the 5 new gifted memberships from Marshmallow Opossum. Marshmallow, you're crazy. You didn't have to do that, but thank you so much. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Appreciate the generosity and the support as always. Who else do we got in here? I'm trying to, like, divide my attention between the game and chat. I'm realizing now that Junimo Kart may not have been the play, because it's hard to do well in Junimo Kart and pay attention to chat at the same time. George, not Grace, thank you for the 2 months of support with the Electron level. Appreciate that. Hey, you say it's not a big number, but you know what? 2 is infinitely larger than 0, if you think of it that way, so... Whoop. And Sarah Yams with 17 months at the positron level. Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you so much. Emma, we got a lot of member like renewals here, or like member anniversaries, month anniversaries. Emma, thank you for the 3 months. Happy New Year if you're not awake at midnight. That's fair. That's fair. Many of us may not be awake at midnight, and that's okay, you know. Part of being an adult is getting to set your own bedtime, and whereas most of us when we were younger probably thought like, oh, when I'm an adult, I'm just gonna go to bed at like 4 a.m. every day. But once you get to like being like your late 20s, even like your mid 20s to your 30s and stuff, you're like, I ain't got the energy for that kind of thing anymore. I'm gonna go to bed at like 9 p.m. And then you wake up nice and early with the sun. Oh, it's so nice, man. It's so nice. Hold on, I'm gonna take a quick hydration break here because my throat is kind of... I'm talking too much for being as sick as I am. New here, you watched one of my vids for the first time today. Only Wonder, you are very new. Welcome on in. But you know what? Whether this is your first time here, like Only Wonder, or whether you've been here since the dawn of it all, pre, like, anything I was doing Stardew Valley-wise, however long you've been here, you're just as welcome. Woolen Feet, thank you for the 12 months, 1 full year support at the Electron level. Randomizer helped keep you sane. I'm amazed. I'm very happy to see how much the randomizer has taken off. I've been like keeping an eye on the randomizer section of the Discord. And even ever since we ended the randomizer, people still doing like their own randomizer runs and stuff. It's very cool to see that. To see that, like, this idea that I had, this concept of a thing that I was like, oh, that would be cool for a challenge. That it evolved to such an extent. Thanks in no small part to Mobby, who set up the amazing website for the randomizer. And people latched onto it, and it's like kind of like its own new little game mode now. For people who are so inclined, it's very cool. Very cool getting to see other people's journeys, see that people are like still into it, even after the series that I did. Because there is always that worry, and I mean, that's usually honestly how it goes with like challenge runs and stuff, is like, people will be very into it and very talking about it, like, and discussing like strats and stuff like that as the challenge goes on YouTube. Courtney, thank you for the $3 super chat, by the way. The super sticker, look at that cute little super sticker. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, you kind of expect it, like, people will be talking about the challenge as it goes on, and then, like, once the challenge is over, people will have, like, their big celebration at the end of the challenge, and then we'll just, like, move on to the next thing. That's the way it goes. But with the randomizer, it became its own beast, and I couldn't be happier for that. It's a very fun way to play the game. I'm hoping that, to a certain extent, Fleeting Farm will become that for a few people. I don't think it'll be as big. I don't think Fleeting Farm has as big of a hook as far as, like, a gameplay style as the randomizer does. Randomizers in any capacity, not just in like Stardew, but in like so many different games, they've taken off to an absolutely astronomical degree. Especially like randomizers, you see a lot of people streaming like randomizers of old games. Like, you know, you got your Mario randomizers and your Zelda randomizers and all sorts of like old retro style game randomizers. Those are always a lot of fun to see. And randomizers in any capacity, it's just fun, man, because you just get to make your own journey, right? What's Fleeting Farm? Fleeting Farm is the challenge I'm currently doing, where the crux of it is that all of my money and items vanish between days, and there's a mod that I use to make that happen, and that mod is publicly available, so people can play their own Fleeting Farm challenges. But like I said, I don't think that'll take off to the same extent that the randomizer has, because it's a very specific playstyle for a specific kind of person, which I very much am. It just completely redefines how you have to approach Stardew Valley. And I'm not in the business of picking like favorite challenges that I've done. I love Price of Perfection. I love the No Level Up challenge. I love the Master Angler challenge. I love all the challenges I've ever done, including some challenges that I'm working on right now that have not seen the light of day, that I haven't really talked about, but there's always something on the back burner. You gotta trust me on that. But I think, honestly, I can honestly say that Fleeting Farm is the most me challenge. It's the challenge that most lines up with the way that I want a challenge run to go. Because it's not just like, because like it's a very basic challenge at its core, but like I said, it completely redefines so many things about it. And when you find a challenge like that, it's like a magical feeling, man. If you've ever done challenge runs yourself, you may know what I'm talking about. If you find that challenge run that's just like, oh, this is like perfectly my jam, this is where I want to be, then you know the feel I'm talking about. But ultimately, honestly, like, whatever my favorite challenge run is probably the challenge I'm playing at the time. This is amazing since you're terrible at Junimo Kart. I don't profess to be very good at Junimo Kart. I think I'm better than the average player just because by virtue of how much I've played it in the past. But as you can see, like, I think the best I've done tonight so far is like 47,000 or something like that. Blopper, thank you for the $1 super chat, by the way. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate the generosity and support as we go into the new year here. Chat, any New Year's resolutions coming up? I know New Year's resolutions have a bad reputation for being things that, like, you commit to for, like, a few weeks at the most, and then you kind of, like, drop off and go back into your complacency mode. But you know what? Hit me up with the New Year's resolutions. I think putting them in chat and making them known to other people is a big motivator, at least for me, to like keep myself accountable. Even if no one else is actually literally keeping me accountable for a New Year's resolution, if I put it out there in the world and other people know about it to a certain degree, then it just makes me feel like, well, I better at least put some degree of effort into it. Got any fun New Year's resolutions? Or not, even if you don't have any New Year's resolutions proper, any just like fun, interesting things you're looking forward to in the new year? New game releases, vacations, or something that you might be going on? Hit me up. But hit me up after I die in Junimo Kart, because I can't really look at chat until then. Okay, well, that'll do. That'll do. Let me have a little look here, a little check-in with chat. Have a weekly game night with the family, small kids. That sounds very fun, Jerry. I think that's a great way to keep the family connected and have some fun family time. That's pretty good. Play more Terraria, fair enough. Lose weight, that's a very common one. I wish you the best of luck with that, Tyler. I know it's an uphill battle, but I believe in you. Getting a job and moving out, Chopstick. That's a big one for sure. I fully believe in you, though. I fully believe in you. It's harder now than it ever has been. Well, I don't know if I want to say that, but it's pretty hard these days, especially depending on where you live. But best of luck. Finish grad school in May. Your resolution is to survive the last semester. You made it this far, Heather, so I believe in you too. Really hoping to go to Germany this year, but money, yeah. that is a problem, but, you know, keep on saving, Joanna. You'll get there. You'll get there. Maybe not this year, but, you know, there's no time limit on these things. At least there's a very long time limit on a lot of these things. You got 3 horses this stream, Isabel. You're just drowning in horses. That's crazy. Want to start selling crochet doilies this year? That's fantastic. You say lose weight, but that feels like cheating since the baby is due in a little over a week. I mean, that's very exciting in its own right. Let's start today. That's very exciting. Yo, you're gonna be a new parent in like a little over a week. I don't think you need any other resolutions beyond that. I think your calendar's gonna be booked. You want to plat some of your favorite games? I can get behind that one for sure. Gotta at least start on your custom NPC mod for Stardew. Yeah, I mean, getting started is oftentimes the hardest part. And honestly, that's a good segue. Thank you for that, Karita. That's a good segue into kind of my own New Year's resolution. I like to have a word of the year. I've been in the habit of that the past few years, of like picking a word for the year that kind of like sets my mindset for the year and like encapsulates the goals that I want to do. Just one word that tries to like encapsulate it all as much as it can. And my word for this year, chat, I'm going to tell you right now, my word for this year is compromise. I am notoriously a perfectionist. I am very hard on myself. I hold myself to an absurdly high standard when it comes to like the work that I do, basically like everything in my life, whether it's like casual stuff or stuff that I'm doing for work. And I want to try and like I think that's been holding me back. I think that's been kind of like a problem recently. I mean, it's no secret to anybody. I haven't updated or I haven't uploaded any videos, any like proper videos within the past year. And that is in large part due to the fact that I like hold myself to such a high standard, and I get so inside my own head and psych myself so much about like, I gotta make this perfect, I gotta make it right, I gotta present it properly, that I just like never get any work done. And that has become a significant problem. I'm confronting myself about that now, and my word of the year is gonna be compromise, because I'm gonna have to compromise with myself. I don't want it to be like I have to compromise my vision for my project, even though that sounds very like hoity-toity and like I'm being full of myself. It's not really what I'm implying. I don't want to like compromise my ideals or like the quality of things, really. That's not because that has a negative connotation to it, but I just want to compromise with myself and say that, you know what, sometimes good enough is good enough. That's where I want to be. That's going to be my mindset going into 2025. I might set myself some more like hard and fast deadlines for certain things, like certain videos that I'm working on. Like maybe I'll set an actual proper deadline and be like, let's get this video out by the end of this month or something like that. And I'll try and hold myself to that better than I have in the past. Because I'm always in my head about like, you know, my next video has to be like better than my previous video. I always want to be learning and doing better, and that is like largely true. But if you keep trying to ramp up and up and up from what you did last, eventually you're gonna hit a ceiling. And I think I've hit that ceiling a little while back because the Master Angler video, which is the last like big proper video I actually posted, I'm very proud of that video. It's a really good video in my opinion, and a lot of you seem to agree, which I'm very grateful for. First 50,000 score of the night, by the way, Pog. But trying to like make it so okay, well, let's do a video that's as good or better than the Master Angler video and keep doing that for every video that I ever upload. Don't get me wrong, that would be amazing, but it's just not realistic. It's simply not. And I feel like just getting something out there, even if it's not up to like my insane high standards, is I want to start getting comfortable with that. I want to start getting comfortable with being good enough rather than going for like as close to perfection as I can realistically get. So that is my quote-unquote New Year's resolution. We're gonna compromise. All right, hold on. I'm gonna kind of get in the zone here because we got a run going. Ah, I knew I missed that. Well, I was so close to a new high score, man. I was so close to a new high score. Happy New Year, Salem, by the way. I see you. I see you in chat there. $84K. I'm pretty happy with that score. If that's the highest score I get tonight before we ring into 2025 here, I'm going to be pretty happy with that, I must say. I think a video edit of my Christmas challenge would be awesome. I would like to do some more stuff like that as well. Not even just for, like, Stardew content. Like, I've had it in the back of my mind, like, it would be fun to, like, edit down, like, the Hollow Knight playthrough, or the Chicory playthrough, or any number of other, like, little playthroughs into, like, their own little bite-sized videos that people can just watch in, like, an hour or so, something like that. I think those would be fun things to work on and, like, kind of, like, diversify my own content as well. There is a Hollow Knight playthrough, James. Yeah, I just made it public, like, less than a week ago. Because it was for the members-only stream. Ooh, that was good. It was for the members... I did it on the members-only stream, so only members were privy to it at the time that it was being streamed. But now the VODs are publicly available to anybody. You can go watch it, regardless of whether you're a member, if you're a subscriber, or anything. You can just go and watch it free of charge. Good number of VODs. I think it's like 21 VODs or something like that. So if you feel like binging some fun Hollow Knight content, my very first playthrough of Hollow Knight at that, so it's like a blind playthrough for the most part, then you're in luck. But yeah, things like that I would love to edit down into like its own kind of little video. I just need to stop being so hard on myself about the quality. Because I get into this like death spiral when it comes to my work, where it's like I look at like the quality, I have all these ideas in my head of things that I want to pull off, and I'll be like, well, I don't really know how to pull that off, but I can probably learn. But then I'm like, well, learning and like executing on that is going to be like such a time-consuming endeavor, and I just keep on thinking about it, and it just keeps like growing in my head to such an extent that it feels like so big and so much that I just never end up doing anything. And kind of in tandem with that idea of compromise, I've landed on a saying for myself that I think is a good thing. It'll be a good one to motivate me to like get to work on things, because like I say, a lot of the time just starting something or starting to work on something is the hardest part of it. The saying I've landed on for myself is that any positive number is bigger than 0. And in the context of like the work that I'm doing or anything like that, any positive number, so any forward progress on a project, regardless of how little it is still bigger than 0. It's bigger than 0. If it's like 1% of the way to the end of the project, 0.5%, 1/1000th of a percent, any positive number is bigger than 0. So, you know, if I can put a positive number down on the paper, Ideally, bigger numbers are better, but, you know, you don't always get there. You don't always have those days. And some days you will have days where you put 0 down on the paper as well. And that's okay, too, because you need to have, you know, good work-life balance and stuff. So that's, you can pocket that one for yourselves if that'll help you. Any positive number is bigger than 0. And I like phrasing it like that because it phrases it as a fact, you know? It's not something that's like a nebulous philosophy. It's literally just like rooted in math, which is like kind of how my brain works a lot of the time. Any positive number is bigger than 0. That's something you just can't argue with. It's like it's literally impossible to argue with that unless you get into some like weird math semantics with imaginary numbers or something. I don't know. People in like who are going to university for math could probably formulate some hypothesis, but you know, for the average lay person, any positive number is greater than 0. Or the computer programmers will be like, actually, if you're converting a 16-bit integer, eventually you will reach such a high positive number that it becomes lower than 0 because it'll circle back to being a negative number. And then I'll counter them with, well, what if I'm working with an unsigned integer, sir? What if I'm working with unsigned 16-bit integers? How do you feel about that? You can work with your signed ones all you want, have negative numbers in mix. Mine are always going to start from 0, so lottie freaking da. You can still make the argument that a high enough number will be equal to 0, but at that point, you're just being pedantic. And that's my job, so stop that. Fresh Funk Produce, thank you for the 4 months of support at the electron level. 1 is infinitely bigger than 0. That's true, too. That's true, too. That's another way to phrase it. Any positive number is infinitely bigger than 0. Whether that's 1 or 0.1 or 0.01 or any number of zeros ahead of that, it's all infinitely bigger than 0. 0 is the least you can possibly do, literally. Unless you're making, like, negative progress, but let's not get into that can of worms. New Year is the time for optimism. Can we get some exclamation point optimism in the chat? I always like to be optimistic, like, at the best of times, but especially going into a new year when it's, like, a fresh start for a lot of people. I feel like optimism is in short supply for the rest of the year. So let's pump it up as much as we can at the start of 2025 here. 100% optimism. If you're not familiar with the optimism command, it is a command. It's a very sophisticated command that's hardwired into my brain. And so when you type exclamation point optimism, it'll tap in remotely to a microchip embedded in my brain, and it'll automatically in real time calculate how optimistic I'm feeling in that exact moment and put it in chat as a percentage. With 100 being the highest, most optimistic it can be, and 0 being no optimism left. And where are we sitting right now? 100% optimism? That's exactly where we want to be. That's exactly where we want to be. Where can you get one of these optimism chips? I'm not at liberty to say. It's still in beta. I'm the guinea pig. But it's working out pretty well so far because I think every time it just spits out 100%. So it's either defective or I'm the most optimistic person in the world. I'll let you be the judge of that. You want to go to bed? Do you want to see your horse before you do? Like I said, horse odds are heightened for this stream and this stream only. It's a 50% chance to get yourself a horse right now. I thought about making it 100%, but I wanted to, you know, we like our gamba around here. We like our odds. So I felt like, you know, and it wouldn't be as dopamine inducing if you got it every single time. So make a slight chance for failure in there. 50-50, either you get a horse or you don't. That's true. You're a professional gambler. Gamba. Nightbot owns a horse? Am I reading that right? Nightbot, did Nightbot just give themselves a horse? You know what, Nightbot? You deserve it. You deserve it for doling out the horses for so long. Can we get some love in chat for Nightbot? Doing some amazing work running the stables, not just tonight, but every night. It's been absolutely fantastic. Happy New Year, everyone, indeed. We're like only like 20 minutes away from from the turn of the hour. That's crazy, man. This has gone by so fast. I gotta try and get at least one more decent run in here. I've gotten a few in here. I think the highest is still at 84,000, right? One is infinitely bigger than zero. Has been a family mantra for you for years. It's a good one to keep in mind, for sure. There's just simply no refuting it. I'm trying to keep up with chat and trying to read chat messages, but Junimo Kart keeps pulling me back. What can I say? Is 2025 your horse year? What's the Chinese zodiac this year? Like, it's, you know how it's like year of the monkey, year of the rat, that kind of thing. What's this year? I want to say it's year of the snake. I think I saw that somewhere, that it's year of the snake. Year of the snake. Ooh. It's gonna be a little sussy serpent kind of year. Ooh. Can I do the ooh when I'm sick? Do I have the ooh license when I'm sick? It doesn't quite sound the same. Congratulations to all the horses in chat, by the way. Like I said towards the start of the stream, there will be some changes to the horse command coming into the new year to make it slightly less disruptive to the stream as a whole. But it'll still be there in some capacity, don't you worry about that. The horse command isn't going anywhere. It just may be tweaked to make it less of an all-stream encapsulating thing. Because when dang it. When I look at the commands for Nightbot, because, like, at the end of each stream, Nightbot has, like, stats for, like, who was the most active chatter this stream, how many messages were sent, how many times was each command used. And at the end of every stream, it's not even close, man. Exclamation point horse gets used so much more than every other command. It's absolutely absurd. It's like orders of magnitude. I'm not even joking. Which does make sense, but you know, we got a lot of fun commands in here. I don't want all of chat to always boil down to just gambling for horses. Even though it is very fun, I can't deny that. 0% success in 2025 so far. On a more serious note, I appreciate your optimism and positive vibes, not that you're not allowed to be negative. That is an important thing to keep in mind. First, thank you. Thank you very much for that, Lindsay. I do appreciate that, because, like, I see enough negativity and pessimism and cynicism around the internet to fuel the fires of a million trolls for a million years. And I don't want to be a part of that. I want to be a place you can come, get some positive vibes, no matter who you may be, no matter where you may be in your life, no matter what you may be doing. I'm going to try to meet you on even ground, try to understand where you're coming from, with a smile on my face and hope in my heart. And that's just the way I want to live my life. And if I can try and inspire other people to live their life in a similar way, then all the better. I think we've done a great job of building a great community around that kind of optimism mentality and the positive vibes. I'm glad I can be the spearhead of that. But really, it's down to my community at the end of the day, and y'all have been absolutely incredible. But like you say, it is important to remind yourself that even if you want to maintain that optimism and hopefulness and positivity as like a general lifestyle, which I do, it's okay to be negative as well. There are times, there are days, and heaven knows I've had a fair share of my days, at least especially in the last couple months of this year, with some family stuff that I won't get into, but you know, things get negative. There are days that just straight up suck, and that's okay. That's okay. You're allowed to recognize that. You're allowed to be unhappy. You're allowed to be mad. You're allowed to be sad. You're allowed to be jealous. You're allowed to be selfish. You're allowed to be all sorts of things, because you're a human person, and these are all human emotions, and you should feel them all in some capacity. Otherwise, you're probably stymieing yourself in some way that's not healthy. Obviously goes the same the opposite way. If you're always sad all the time and never feeling happy, then that's a problem too. But if you're never feeling sad or never feeling angry or never feeling any number of things, then, you know, just let yourself be human. It's okay. We're all spinning on this globe together. Let's figure it out. We're not going anywhere anytime soon. Join us thrive. In the immortal words of Joja. Now, let me get past these bubbles real quick. 15 minutes, well, 16 minutes until midnight by my clock. Well, technically by my clock, it's 16 minutes until 11 p.m., but that's when we'll celebrate midnight as a stream chat. I probably have some fireworks in the basement that we can use to celebrate New Year's Eve, which is a normal sentence that people say all the time. You know, I just got some wayward fireworks in my basement. I'm talking about in the game, by the way, in case you're concerned that I'm gonna go and light off some fireworks in the middle of my house, which isn't even my house. It's like a condo building. Think I'd blow out my mic with that? And if we don't have fireworks, then I can probably just pop on over to the Walnut Room and pick some up. Because I probably have some chi gems to spare. And I think that's the only way to get fireworks in the game. Some people here probably do have fireworks in the basement. That's fair. I think someone in the neighborhood was setting off fireworks earlier this evening, actually. Like, it was around 7 p.m. I was waiting for my mom to get home from the airport with my sister. And I just randomly started hearing these, like, loud pops off to the side of me, and I was like, what the heck? It was either gunshots or fireworks, and I'm pretty sure they were fireworks. You have neighbors still setting things off at 12:45. I mean, it is New Year's Eve. They get the leeway at this time of year, but that is a little egregious still. Anyone else still dealing with the New Year's storm over Europe? Hopefully not too bad of a storm. Hope everyone's staying safe and sound and comfortable for this New Year's Eve. I haven't said that yet, but hopefully it goes without saying. All right. Got about 14 minutes here. I'm gonna lock in for a little bit. I'm gonna lock into some proper Junimo Kart action gameplay, because I know that's what you're all here for. I know, like, it's fun to celebrate New Year's Eve as a community and celebrate, you know, the positive vibes and the wholesome coziness, but ultimately, at the end of the day, I know you guys are all here for the high-octane Junimo Kart gameplay, to watch an expert at his craft navigate these treacherous tunnels with the dexterity of a young raccoon. And I'm not about to let you down. Here we go, 50,000 and climbing. Let's go. Uh-oh. No! I could just tell when I clicked that jump, man. As soon as I stopped talking. That's the crazy thing. As soon as I stopped talking, I started doing worse. Junimo only this stream? Lock the heck in. It's gonna be mainly Junimo this stream. I'm only streaming for, like, until the hour, by the way. So, this is not gonna be a long stream. Both due to the fact that I am still a little sick, and due to the fact that I want to celebrate New Year's Eve with my mom as well. Yo, J-Nuggets. Whoops. J-Nuggets, thank you for the 32 months of support at the Electron level. Holy moly. Setting off New Year's with a bang, 32 months. That is a crazy amount of support. Thank you so much. One of the longest time supporters of the community. Happy to have you around. Thank you. Make exclamation point raccoon a command. What would it do? Chad, if you had your way, what would exclamation point raccoon do? What if exclamation point raccoon, it just used a random other command because the raccoons are just stealing that command? it just steals another command at random. Just steal everything. Whoops. Stole something. Every time you hit exclamation point raccoon, it has the chance to just steal something in the game. That would be so funny. If there was a way to, like, make a mod that, like, tied into YouTube chat and you could do, like, exclamation point raccoon to, like, steal items, that would be so fun. It's probably possible with the right technical know-how, but I'm not the know to how. I don't have the know-how, is what I'm trying to say. Hi from Ivy. Thanks for becoming a member at the Electron level. Perhaps the last new member that we're going to get in 2024, at least in my time zone. Welcome on in. Happy to have you around. Enjoy your emojis and your sword. Careful you swing that thing. Exclamation point raccoons get a random green jelly. Could you imagine? Not only does exclamation point raccoon use a random command, but it randoms into the jelly command, which then randoms into the 1 in 1,000 rare green moonlight jelly. That would be crazy. Yo, Blade, welcome on in. What's the question? I forget. But Happy New Year, Blade. Wait, Blade, what time is it for you? I don't know New Zealand time. I don't know if you're still... I assume you're 2025 right now, right? Yeah, you gotta be. You gotta be. 6:50 p.m. Yeah, there you go. Or wait, is that 6:50 p.m. on December? I forget. I'm so bad at how time zones work, and my brain is fuzzy right now. Either way, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. Good to see you. We got 10 minutes until the stream ball drops. Until our little impromptu New Year's celebration around here. I love 2025, no flying cars yet. I was expecting them in 2015. Back to the Future lied to me, man. 10 years later and we still don't have them? What the heck are we doing as a society? We've got AI intelligence that'll tell you that there's only 2 R's in the word strawberry. But no flying cars? We got our priorities all mixed up. Back to the Future did not lie, let's be honest about that. To be honest, I don't really remember too much about Back to the Future. I think that was Back to the Future 2 when they went to the future. I don't remember all that much about it. So I don't remember how much they got right specifically. Oops. Alright, if I want to go and have time to set off fireworks as well, in-game we're setting off fireworks. Then I probably only have time for, like, another couple runs of Junimo Kart here at most. So let's make these count. No new high score so far. I was hoping to get 1 new high score before going into the new year. And there is still time. There is still time. Exclamation point optimism. Let's lock in, gamers. Are fireworks legal in Canada? I don't know. I've never looked into actually setting them off myself, so I have no idea. I assume so, in some capacity. Dog Doc Cat. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships to the community as well. Thank you, thank you. 5 gifted for 2025. Absolutely incredible. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if I was going to get that cherry or not. Also, wasn't sure if I was going to hit that bubble or not. That was a little spooky. Wait, chat. Chat, this is the Junimo Kart song. It just randomed into on the stream playlist into Junimo Kart music. This is my time. Let's go. I think this is Junimo Kart, right? Spencer Johnson, thank you for becoming a member at the Electron level as well. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this is definitely Junimo Kart, dude. I know those Junimo vibes when I hear them. We gotta do this. We gotta do it now. It's now or never, man. Nice little straightaway there. We take those. No, don't let your dreams be memes. What the heck happened? CJQ, thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships. It's all right. The Junimo Kart song is still playing. We go again. We go again. We've still got time. 7 minutes. 7 minutes in a dream. Touched by a Ghost. Starring Catherine Zeta-Jones as the ghost. Ooh. I believe. Let's do this. Let's do this. That was a very good run, but there's no reason we can't do back-to-back good runs. Touched by a Ghost in the Mines. All right, I meant. All right, this one's the run. This one's the real run. This one's the run, and then we got to go get our fireworks set up. I'm going to give it my all in this one, chat. You have my word. My word is my bond. I promise you a new PB right now, and I don't go back on my promises lightly. Ah, oh, just missed the orange. You hate to see it. But I'm still alive, and that's what counts. Well, that didn't go so well. 5 minutes. I got time for one more, chat. I got time for one more. Give me one more. Fresh Funk Produce, thank you for the gifted membership, by the way. Appreciate you. This is the run. How could this not be the run? You read my mind, Demi. Almost thought I messed up that jump there, but we made it. We made it work. Good orange grab. Love to see those. Feel like a color commentator out here. Dodge that ice slope. We don't want it to get too fast here. Oh, I knew I jumped a little bit too soon. Oh, do I have time for one more? One more run? I got one more in me, chat. I got one more in me. This might, if this is a good run, this might crest over the new year. I meant if this is the new run. This might crest into 2025 here. But that's okay. It would be a great way to ring in 2025 with a PB in Junimo Kart. I wouldn't be opposed. And with b_boss.ogg, it's not a long enough song to actually get us the next few minutes into the New Year's, but that's crazy. The final bees of 2024. Can we get some bees in chat? One final swarm for the road. Holy cinema. You can't make this stuff up, man. You can't make this stuff up. The bees will spur me on to greatness. Thank you, Fresh Funk Produce, for the $2 super chat, by the way. I see another super chat there, but I can't focus. Thank you anyway. I can't let the bees down, man. I can't let them down. Bring us in, bee friends. They're drawn in by the allure of all the nice, sweet fruit nectar we'll get from getting all the fruits on this level. It's rare that you can get all the fruits on this level, but we'll do it. We're gonna get all the fruits on this level for the bees. They deserve it because they are so sweet. I missed one! That's okay, we'll get them on this next go around here. And then they will not sting me because they aren't mad. Happy New Year to the bees. I look forward to many more swarms in the year to come. Chad, is it 2025 yet? I can't look at the time, but I don't know. I don't know, man. This run's been going. Two minutes. But I gotta run, man. I've gotta run. Chat, do I throw the run for the New Year's countdown? I'm gonna need you guys to count down. I'm gonna need you guys to count down for me. It's the only way. You gotta count down for me. When I start seeing 10s in chat, I'll know that it's time. I'm trusting you. I still have to survive that long, too, to be fair. but I'm optimistic that I can. We got all the fruit. The bees will be happy with that one. We're making it to mushrooms. Mushrooms. 10:59. Oh my gosh, we're within a minute, man. Oh, we're getting there, man. We're getting there. Have a safe flight. 45 seconds. Dude, I was so sure I was dead. I was so sure I was dead by that rock that I was, like, not ready to make that next jump. Bro. Alright, it's fine. I can go get my fireworks. Hold on a second. Crab cakes it. Tell me I have fireworks in the basement. Tell me I have fireworks in the basement. That was a very good run. Not a PB. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I got no fireworks, man. Where are they? Error. What is this? Oh, I don't have the homie weapon mod on. 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year, chat. We're in 2025. We didn't get any fireworks. So, you know what? I can fix this. I can fix this because I have my cheat mods on. Fireworks it up, baby. Get all the colors out here. All the colors of the freaking rainbow. Or at least all the colors of the fireworks. Happy New Year. You always got to have a fail-safe just for moments like this. For moments like this. Infinite fireworks. Let's go. What a wonderful little New Year's celebration. Chat, thank you for being here to bring in 2025 with me. It's going to be a good year. I'm going to upload more videos this year. You have my word on that. Like I said, year of the word is compromise. I'm going to not compromise my quality, but I'm going to compromise my standards for myself, and we'll get out some actual edited good content for you this year. That is my promise to you. And we're gonna have a lot more fun streams too. Don't let me fool you into thinking that we're not gonna be still streaming at the same time. Sarah Yams, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships as well. A few more fireworks for that one, I think. Few more fireworks. There we go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the generosity and the support and the kindness, everybody. Very much looking forward to 2025 and all the wonderful fruits of videos and streams that are to come. I feel like I was going to say something else, but I forget what it is now. It's probably not important. We'll figure it out later. Oh, I know what I was going to say. A new New Year's resolution just dropped. In 2025, one of my New Year's resolutions, I want to get a 6-digit score on Junimo Kart. I'm locking it in now. 100,000 points or bust, man. 100,000 points or bust. Tree Dream, thank you for the $2 super chat, by the way. $2 super chat. Thank you so much. It's very possible. I've made it to 90,000 already. It's not that far off, man. Not that far off at all. Absolutely fantastic. You know what? One more Junimo Kart run for the road. Whether I die in the first level or whatever happens here, one more for the road. First Junimo Kart run of 2025. Can we get it? Right here, right now. Can we just do it now? Lock in. I may be... Well, there you go. Turns out I was gonna say if I do it right now, then I'll be the first person to complete their New Year's resolution in 2025. Alas, it wasn't meant to be. It was not meant to be. That's okay. Exactly 1800. We got a little work to do. Chat, I'm gonna get the heck out of here. I got another New Year's celebration to do with my mom in like an hour or so here. Fresh Funk Produce, thank you for the $2 super chat at the end here. Request for a shout out to Bucket My Little. Shout out to Bucket. You're amazing. Keep on being amazing. Keep on being you. Shout out to all my friends in chat, all my lurkers, all my active chatters, everyone in the community, the VOD watchers. Thank you all. Send in much love. I'm going to go celebrate the rest of the New Year's, then get some rest, try and come back when my voice doesn't sound so sick and gross. Happy New Year, everybody. Looking forward to a wonderful 2025 with you. Let's keep this party train rolling. Until next time, chat, whenever that may be, because I don't know if I'm going to stream it all for the rest of this week. I'll keep you in the loop, but whenever that might be, this is Argon Matrix, signing on out. Thank you and have a good night, friends. Have a good night and a happy new year. Bye-bye.